Hey, Jonathan. I'm hanging in there. How you doing? That's good. All right. Giving everybody a few minutes to filter in. Hey, Cindy. Ready. Giving everybody a few to filter in here. Then we'll get going. Am I going to be getting any of them? Sure, I will eventually. And hopefully, eventually, we'll get all of them on occasion to carry. I'm sure there's a few of you out there that are the Texas crowd that are going to be wanting that one. One Lowell, two Warren Pacific, and one Memorial Park. Cool. In our personal collection, all we have is we have the Lowell and the American Memorial Park. We don't have the War in the Pacific one or the other two. But the last one, I think, comes out here in like a few days. That's out now. Cool. Been out for like 5 days. Okay. I'm kind of curious to see if they're going to end up doing that again next year. Or if not the W quarters, then like, something else. Oh, I have no doubt. It's like that great American coin hunt that happened this year. Never really heard anything about it. other than it was happening, I never heard anything of people necessarily, finding any of that stuff. I've heard a couple of things that possibly could have come from it, like forgot who it was, but somebody said they went to like a Burger King or a McDonald's or something, and they got I think it was like a cat bus dime in their change. So I'm sure that was probably part of it, but didn't really hear a whole lot about it. All right, so how is everybody tonight? Hope you're all doing well. Hello to my lurkers. Oh yeah, definitely. That was a that was a smart business move by them. I'm sure they probably had thousands of them that showed up. People hoping that they were the first of and that's of each one. So I'm sure they probably made really good money off that. Now the question is moving forward, what's the value of those going to do? That's the big question. Because you had what was it, 96, you had the West Point dime. But the difference with that one was that it's in the mint set. So, and W dimes nowadays, what's their value nowadays? Like $15, something like that for the W dimes. So you think after a while, the W quarters, after all the ones that are still out there in circulation get wrecked. Should theoretically end up doing better than the quarters, or the dimes rather. But we'll have to see. You never know. Because you've got the S Mint quarters for all the America the Beautiful that a lot of people don't even know exist, that have a lower mintage than the W quarters yet every year. Yet they're usually what, $3 a piece, $4 a piece. Oh yeah, definitely. At least until people get 67, 68s, and 69s graded, and then the 66 will drop quick. Oh, they're not every year. For the American the Beautiful quarters, the 10 and 11s don't have it. They started doing it in 2012. Well, yeah, because you're going to eventually have people that are going to be, the registry set collectors that are going to be going after those high grade ones. So yeah, those will definitely keep some value going. We're going to give it a couple more minutes. See if we can get some more people to filter in. I want to get back into coin roll hunting. God, I don't have time right now. Seems like anywhere, all my, whatever free time I can find is usually spent taking care of Angela, trying to help her feel better. But I definitely need to find some time for that again. Y'all know about the Silver Eagle reverse proof coming out. Yeah, I did see that. I got a notification on my phone about that. And it's gonna have the new design, I think, too. For the new design features for next year is gonna be on it. You're doing new like security features. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Hang on. If I go red, bear with me. Yeah, here we go. They're going to be $66 each. Okay, here's a link to the U.S. Mint page for it if anybody wants to go look at it. The product will be available for sale on November 14th. But yeah, those proofs, proofs and the reverse proofs for the Silver Eagles are all have a high premium on them. Oh, probably. They'll probably go fast, especially with how few there are. Yeah, in fact, the sale next week, we're doing that big consignment slab coin sale next week. It's a week from today. And there are some proof Silver Eagles in there. All right, so everybody, just a reminder, this weekend is the coin seminar weekend. So last chance if you want to get in on that for doing a video. It's going to be starting on Friday at 8 o'clock, or no, 9 o'clock Eastern, which is, what, 6 Pacific. And it's going to be Charlie Reiser with Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium kicking it off as always. And then, of course, as always, then it will be us following him with our show. And as always, you're going to have the clues that you're going to collect from all of the shows. And that will help you to win the giveaway at the end. And let me bring up the schedule real quick. So, where it's at so far is on Saturday, we've got at 12 p.m. Eastern, will be, let me start over. So, Reiser Treasure Hunting Emporium will be talking about half cents. And then we will be talking about world coins. Bill 457 will be on Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern. And he'll be how to start doing coin videos and coin photos. And then 4 p.m. Again, these are all Eastern times. It will be John Wolf with minting early coins. 7 p.m. Jeff Stanley Coins and Octane doing a show about Jefferson Nichols. And then from 9 to 11, Michael Kittle Rare Coins will be doing a big 2-hour stream. He will be doing something with Daniel Carr and the Moonlight Mint. And then Sunday, November 10th, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern, we've got Beth Coddington making her triumphant return. And she's going to be talking about tokens. And then at 5 p.m. on Sunday will be Paula Bloom, and her subject has not been announced yet. And then, of course, we'll have at 9:30 Eastern, Ken Peavy with The Big Show. And then we'll be closing it out on Monday with Ken Peavy again at 9:30 p.m. Eastern with the Coin Seminar Weekend giveaway. So there's still a lot of room in here for getting some more shows filled up. You know, I think back to the first one. The first one, we had a good, 25 channels that streamed during that one. And I would love to see it get up to that again. So that is your schedule so far. We put a link to it in the chat, so if anybody wants to go look at it. Get this thing out of the way real quick. And then there's Ken Peavy's email address if anybody wants to contact him and try and get one of those open slots to fill that schedule up some more. So again, that's happening this weekend, starting tomorrow night. Okay, I missed the .com. All right. Again, just a reminder, next week is our big slab coin consignment auction. It will be an actual auction. A lot of our shows, streams lately are just sales, but that one is actually everything on there is going to be starting bids. It's all going to be auctioned. So I'm going to be working diligently over the next few days to finish getting this giant preview video project done. Hopefully I can get it done and get all that information out to everybody that's on the mailing list. And again, if you are not on the mailing list and you would like to be on our mailing list to get the lot lists every week before every stream, just send us an email at cheapskatecoins@gmail.com. Let us know that you'd like to get put on the mailing list, and we will get you on there. Anything else announcement-wise? I do have a few last-minute items that are added in that I'll be starting with. So when we do get started, Cindy, hang on putting the first listed items up. Anything? I don't think so. I think I covered everything. Oh, also, just another reminder, because I constantly forget to let you guys know this. We are on Facebook as well. So if anybody wants to go check that out. Again, I've been really busy, so it doesn't get used a whole lot, but I want to try and start getting it used more as a platform for, for announcements and stuff. And there's the link to the Facebook Cheapskate Coins page. If anybody wants to go check that out. And again, I keep forgetting. Hey, Coin Roll Craig. To let you guys know that we are actually on Facebook. And, all right. So again, as I said, we do have some items here that are last minute additions. It's mainly some currency items that are getting thrown in. Because I know some of you guys like your currency as well. And we've got, let me get this organized a little bit better real quick. Give me 1 second. So we got some Canadian currency, and then we've also got American currency. Excuse me. And I'm going to start off on these with the Canadian. Just need to get them all the way organized real quick, because there are different types. One more moment and I will be good to go. Double checking the dates. I gotta use my cool little magnifier because my eyes are terrible when it comes to small stuff. Fours. All right. I have the first ones ready to go. All right, so we're going to be starting off with dollars from Canada. And starting off with, we have 3 1954 Canadian $1 bills. Let me bring this up a little bit more so you can see the whole thing. Yeah. Oh, that's about as close as I'm going to get it. So these are all 3 of these are from 1954. And for their age, they're actually in remarkably good condition. And anybody who buys one of these, we will put them into the dollar sleeves for you. So it will come protected. Kind of a neat design. If you've never seen foreign currency, some of them have really neat designs. You got a young queen. Well, I think at that point, I don't know if she was queen yet, but young Elizabeth. I think she might have still been a princess at that point. I'm not sure. I don't know when she actually became queen. All right, and these are going to be $3 a piece. Anybody be interested in getting a hold of one of these? $3 a piece. From 1954 Canada. If somebody wants all 3, I am actually allowed to do them at $2 a piece. Because again, this is a consignment sale, so I am restrained. Hey, Dacone. All right, last call on these. There's a lot of stuff to get through, so I need to zip through these quick. All right, I'm gonna move on. All right, and then we've also got two, and these things are still crisp. I mean, check this out. That's standing on its own. That's staying straight. These are pretty crisp. And these are 1967 Canadian $1 notes. Going for $2 each. We have two available. Any takers on these? $2 each. Last call. All right, we're gonna move on. All right, next up, I'm not sure the date on these because I can't find it listed on these anywhere. But we have 7 available. These are also $1 notes from Canada, but they have a slightly different design and coloring to them. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 of these again available at $2 a piece. Any interest in these? And again, we got to go kind of quick on these, so going last call on these. Okay, Riser. Yep, a week from tonight is the big slab sale. Well, auction. The big slab auction. I'm hoping that pretty soon I'll be able to get the big preview video done. That's going to be, after tonight's show, that's going to be my focus until it's done. And then, of course, getting Monday's list out to everybody. All right, we're going to move on these. If anybody decides you want some of those $1 Canadian notes, let me know. And that brings us to $2 Canadian notes. Starting with the 1954 series. We have 5 available. And these are $3 each. Again, anybody who gets any of these, we will put them into dollar sleeves for you. These are all from 1954 on this particular design. And we're going last call on these. There's 5 available on these, Hannah, at $3 a piece. Hey, Ramon. You'll take all of them? All right, cool. Sold to Anna. All right, let me mark that down real quick. $15. All right. Next up, these are from 1974. Correct, Anna. All 5 of those were 1954. And then we got 3 available from 1974 at $3 a piece. Oh, thanks, Riser. Yeah, I've been retardedly busy lately with my wife being down. But I miss being able to make it to your streams. Hopefully, I'll be able to get things stabilized soon and be able to start making some more appearances. For $3 each, 3 available, 1974, $2 Canadian notes. And we're going to go last call on these. Alright, we're going to move on. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more Canadian $2 notes available. No, 7 more. And these are from the 1986 series. And again, these are going to be $3 a piece. The cool little birds on there. But Charlie, how have you been? Last call on these, $3 each. Hanging in there? Excellent. Yeah, I'll be following you as usual tomorrow night for the seminar. We'll be talking about world coins. Alright, moving on. Alright, next up we've got Canadian $5 bills. Let me get these organized real quick. Make sure I get the date right on these. Alright, again, starting with 1954. We have one available from 54, and it's going to be $7. Again, we only have one available from 1954. Any takers? Last call. Alright, moving on. Alright, next up we have two of these from 1986. Canadian $5 notes. I have no idea who that is. But there he is. And these are going to be $6 each. Doctor Who. He does look like somebody who would make a Doctor Who, huh? There's some big Joe Biden. There's some big thing going on right now with the Doctor Who TV universe, and if it's anything linked to what's going on with the graphic novel, I kind of have a feeling that David Tennant might be making an appearance again soon, in either the upcoming Christmas special or the next season. Which would be awesome because, in my opinion, I think David Tennant was the best Doctor Who. Alright, we're moving on. And we got one last $5 bill. This one's from 2002. And again, this one's going for $6. Right, Razor? David Tennant was awesome. And I don't care what anybody says, Rose was the best companion. Of course, I also just like Billie Piper as an actress as a whole. See, I've been saying if they want to get their ratings back up, last call on this one, $6. If they want to get their ratings back up, because they've been having ratings issues with Doctor Who, you know, finish out the tenure of oh, my mind just went blank. What's her face? Is playing the Doctor now. You know, finish out her tenure. You know, however many seasons they can do with her as the first female Doctor. But then if you want to get the ratings back up, have another Doctor Who first of a repeating Doctor. Have it be the first time that an old Doctor, for some reason, pops back up during a regeneration. And have it be David Tennant. I guarantee you that the ratings will go crazy. Because you guys know he would do it. Oh, really, Roger? You should. You should go back and watch it all. Because, I mean, Smith wasn't bad. He did pretty good. It took me a minute to get, really get a grab on him. This one is going to Ramon. Congrats, sir. And Peter Capaldi was great. I loved Peter Capaldi. He was my second favorite. Oops. All right. And the last of the Canadian banknotes. We have got a $10. I've never seen the original Avengers. All right, so this one is again from 1954. A 1954 $10 Canadian banknote. And this one is going for $13. And it's purple. Ooh, 13 bucks, anyone? $19.54, $10 Canadian banknote. Did you guys hear there's a chance that America's going to be doing the switch over to polymer banknotes? So like the plasticky kind of stuff that like Australia and Canada's using now. All right, last call on this one. $13. All right, moving on. So that does it for the Canadian currency. If anybody wants any of that, they decide you want any of that, let me know. We have everything from $1 bills up to the $10 bills still available. All right, now for the American currency. Theoretically, it would, because it's basically rubberized plastic. All right, these are from the 1976 series, which is my birth year. And there are 4 available. And these are $2 bills. These are completely crisp. And they are consecutive order notes. So if you look there, 26, 27, 28, and 29 of the series. So 4 consecutive notes from the 1976 $2 series. And these are going for $12. If anybody wants all of them. That's something that's tough to get from stuff that old, is actually finding the consecutive numbers so they're in the order that they were printed. So it makes them $3 a piece, just a buck over face. Anybody? Oh, would anybody like individuals out of these for $3 each? Even though it will break up the consecutiveness of it. I'm bucking over your face. I'm bucking over his face. Last call. All right. We are going to move on. All right. Last item for the banknotes. This is a very, very cool thing for anybody out there who likes collecting bills and collecting specifically consecutive bills, having the consecutive serial numbers. All right, this is from 2013. And this is a stack of 80 $2 bills. All perfectly crisp. And every number in this stack is consecutive. All right. So again, just like the others, these are going $3 each. So if somebody wants the entire stack, you're looking at $240 for the whole stack. This is almost a full banded stack. There's 80 bills in this stack. So we're going to start off with seeing, does anybody want the entire stack to keep all the consecutive numbers together? And even though there's 80 bills in here, again, if anybody wants the whole stack, if you want, we will put them all into sleeves for you. There are no star notes in there. Again, they're all consecutive notes. So everything is going to be L38446611A. So the next one is going to be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and so on through 80 numbers. Yeah, I would be. Let's see, that's 41, 51, 57, 61, 71, 62, 64, 5. Oh, where'd it go? Where did it go? Okay. Apparently that one is not here. Now, what could have happened on those not being in this stack is those might have been bills, because this is all from a bandit stack. So what probably happened was those were probably bills that got damaged. So the one that you just mentioned is probably ended up being a star note that came out in a star note pack. Because that's the only reason a date would be missing from, or a number would be missing from a consecutive stack, is if it got damaged during the creation of it, and thus it's out there somewhere as a star note. All right, last call. Again, if somebody just wants a few of these, they're $3 a piece. You don't have to get the whole stack. And after these, we'll be getting into the coins. Yep, the round shinies. All right, we're going to move on. If anybody decides you want some of these, let me know. I got to be honest, I don't even know what makes up a good serial number. I don't know a lot about currency stuff. I know low numbers are good, I know star notes are good, and I know having consecutive numbers are good. And then like dates, stuff like that. I don't know why you can't hear me, Spitfire. Everybody else can. Alright, so now we're getting into our regularly scheduled. Alright, so we are starting up our regularly scheduled show with a half a mint set. This is the Denver portion of the 1964 mint set. It's only the Denvers. And this one is going for 18 bucks. So you got 90% silver, 90% silver, and your die, 90% silver. Any takers on this one? 18 bucks. That's actually a really good price for 64 still sealed, even if it is just the Denvers. Considering, as you can imagine, if the Philly was in there, it'd be 36 bucks. They could. I haven't checked them. I know the owner hasn't checked them because he never does. The guy that's doing the consignment sale for all of the stuff with us, he's more of a bulk dealer, so he doesn't check for little things like that. Last call on this one. $18. All right, moving on. Next up, we got the 1972 mint set. We're looking for $5. Still in the original envelope. There's your Denver. And there's your Philly. And this is going to Tacone for $5. Congrats, Tacone. Get you marked on here real quick. Tacone. All right, next up, we got a 1971 proof set. Going for $5. Right? Yeah, these are all basically a couple of bucks over a gray sheet. I would like to argue that, Riser, but yeah, I can't. You're kind of crazy. Looking for $5. Last call. 71 proof set. Nope, that's a real thing, Spitfire. In fact, a lot of countries out there, it's still that way, especially in Europe. All right, moving on. Anybody decides you want that set, let me know. Good. Get back in there. All right, next up, we got the 1972 proof set. Looking for $6 on this one. The automat used to cost a dime. Huh. Yeah, you guys have heard us talk about Rick Snow a lot. A little while back, he took his son to Egypt for a vacation, and they went and checked out a bunch of the temples and stuff. And one of the temples for it was one of the, I don't remember who it was, but it was one of the, like, the female figures. He had to pay to use the bathroom there, and all he had was bills. So they had it available, so you could put bills in there, and then it would give you the change. And 3 of the coins that he got back from the change when he got back to town, he gave to us as a gift, because he knows that we love Egyptian coins. So if you ever go to Egypt and you do the tours of, like, the pyramids and the temples and all that, be ready for that. You're going to get charged to use the can. Last call for this one. Then we're moving on. Paper poo. All right, moving on. Next up, we've got the 1976 silver bicentennial set. I'm sure you guys are familiar with these. Every coin in here is 40% silver. So you got your silver Eisenhower, your silver Kennedy, and your silver Washington quarter. And this set's going for 18 bucks. Oh, let me get the light under control real quick. Down lights. There we go, that's a bit better. So you got your drummer bell, you got your Liberty Bell with the, or drummer boy, your Liberty Bell with the moon, and I think that's Constitution Hall, if I remember right. All 40% silver. Any takers at 18 bucks for the full set? All right, this one's going to Charlie Reiser. Congrats, Charlie. Mark that on there for you. Next up, it's a 1982 proof set. This has the cool little proof medallion in it that they threw in some of these. So we're looking for $6. Urgh. Come on. Alright, it doesn't want to come out right now. I don't feel like messing with it. I'm looking for $6. Anyone? Last call on this one. All right, moving on to the 1983 proof set. Looking for $6. This one's my wife's birth year. So, as you can imagine, she's got this set already for her birth year collection. Looking for $6. She's a baby. Beautiful deep cameo on all of these. All right, last call, $6. Trying to speed through some ketchup here. Going through the currency took longer than I thought it would. All right, moving on. Riser will be right back. All right. Next up is the 1994 proof set. Looking for $6. All right, I'm going to give these all about 30 to 40 seconds, and then we're going to move on to the next one so we can try and make up some time here. All right, moving on. And then, of course, if anybody decides later that you want one that doesn't sell, you can always just let me know. Right. Next up is the 1995 proof set. This one's going for $10. And all of these are in the little boxes. I just figure it's quicker just to show you the actual set. Welcome back. Alright, moving on. Good. Get back in the box. Next up is the 1996 proof set. Again, looking for $10. I often say if you ever want to put together the best looking collection of American coins you can, or really any country coins that you can, go with the proofs. Because they're specifically designed to look the best. Will we get to 2008? Yes. No. We have the 2000. We'll have the 2008 state quarter proof set, or the proofs of the quarters, but not the full set. All right, moving on. Get back in the box. I had one of the scariest nights of my life. That's no good. Next up's the 1997. Looking for $10. Hopefully she's okay. For $10, anyone? Only 16. Ugh. Hopefully it doesn't turn out to be epilepsy. That would suck. Alright, moving on. To the 1998. And this one we're looking at $12. Well, hopefully it turns out to be just something simple that they can fix. And maybe like some kind of like an electrolyte imbalance or something. Oh, I'm sure. Alright, moving on. And again, if anybody decides you want one of those early proof sets, let me know. Get back into some mint sets again. Next up is the 2003 mint set. So these, they've got them in their own envelopes. So there's your Denver, there's your Philly. And of course, each one of these has your Sacagawea dollar, Kennedy, nickel dime, and penny. And of course, your state quarters for the year. And this set is going for $10. Hey, Bill. So the full 2003 mint set. Look over $10. Anybody? All right, and just to speed things along a little bit, also for $10, we've got the 2004, 5, and 6. All full mint sets, all $10 each. So if there's any interest in any of these 4 years, let me know. 2003, 4, 5, and 6. $10 a piece. Any takers on any of these years? All right, last call on these. Yeah, $10 a piece for each year. That's not bad at all. How you been, Smokey? All right, we're gonna move on. If anybody decides you want any of those, let me know. Next up, we got 2 of these available at $20 each. It is the 2007 mint set. Now, 2007, of course, starts your presidential dollars. So you have $5 coins, your half, your dime, your penny, your nickel, and your 5 quarters for each mint. So you're looking at right around $14 face for each one of these. And keep in mind, these are the mint sets, which for this year. So that means that these are also the satins. So what 2006 through 2010, I believe, were the satin years. So these are the satin finish. Anybody? I have no idea, but deal with problems on your own time. Not in my chat. Calm it down, guys. Last call on these. All right, moving on. All right, next up is the 2008 Proof State Quarters set. And this one's going for $20. I did actually look this one up. Believe it or not, this is only like a few bucks over a gray sheet for these. for the set. Good for 20 bucks, anyone? All right, we are going to move on. If anybody decides you want those, let me know. All right, next up, this is the mother of proof sets for modern years. This is the 2012 proof set, and this one is going for 130 bucks, which is actually this one is actually under market. Market value on this one is normally between 150 and 170. That was because of a very low mintage year on these. So these, of course, you got your presidentials. You got your America the Beautiful quarters. And you got a missing coin. I'm going to have to let the owner know that. All right, striking this one. Because I need to let the owner know that he's got a cracked open case with a missing coin. He probably was not even aware of that. So, striking this one off the list. So we're moving on. All right, next up, we got the 2016 Philadelphia and Denver presidential dollars. These were the last of the dollars for the presidents. So you got your Richard Nixon, your Carter, and your Reagan. Will do, Riser. Thanks for popping in, man. It's nice seeing you around every now and again. Hopefully I'll be able to get onto yours again soon when you're doing your Tuesday stream. I'll definitely be on your stream tomorrow night. So this one we are looking at 90 bucks. Which, believe it or not, is only 10 bucks over gray sheet for these. Any takers on this one? Alright, moving on. Alright, next item. This one is actually going to be a starting bid. This is Jefferson Nichols album. I'm going to move my keyboard out of the way to show this one real quick. Watch our keyboard. This is only missing the 79 proof. So starting at 1938. See if I can get this better. Starting in 1938, and you go through all the war nickel years. It's got the 1950D, which is a tougher one to get. I mean, I haven't looked at every single one of these, but I'd be willing to bet that there's probably not much by way of full steps in here. But you never know. And there's up into the 70s. There's all your 60s. And then, of course, the only missing date, 1979 S proof. And then it's got a little fill-in down there. It's got some room for some, just whatever coins you want to add to it. So this is starting at 35 bucks for the starting bid. A nearly full album, only missing one coin for the dates. And anybody who knows Jefferson Nichols knows that some of these dates are hard to get. We had one, same kind of book, same kind of pages, Jefferson Nichols. What was it, a few weeks ago that we auctioned off, and it went, I think the final price on it was like 68 bucks. It was, I don't remember who won it, but but even that was probably a pretty good price for all of these. Oh yeah, that was you, Ramon. Duh. That was you and Rich were the ones going back and forth on it. Well, hey, here's your chance at another one. Starting bid, 35 bucks. Yeah, heck, you get this one, you get another one for only 35 bucks if you're the only bidder. There we got Ramon at 35. Anybody gonna go 36? Last call. Got Ramon going once. Going twice. And all right, sold to Ramon. 35 bucks. You just have to find yourself a 79S proof to put in there. Finish this book off. All right. Let me mark you in there real quick. Ramon. All right, and next up, we have one more album for Jefferson Nichols. It's nearly complete. But this one is missing a few more. So you're missing like the 38D, the 39S, the 39D, the 42D is missing. Then you got the 43S. The 50D is one of the missing coins in this one. The 51S is missing. The 52D is missing. And then you've got the 54S is the last of the marked years that's missing. And then it does have some fill-ins for after that 81D. It's got a few years filled in just because the slots were there. And this is the Dansco style album. And this one's going for $25. Still, even with the missing coins, it's a good deal. Because you do have a lot of the older dates. I mean, you got every war nickel, but what is it? Only one of the war nickels is missing. It's the 42 Denver. So it's still look for 25 bucks. Oh, there we go. Last call on this one. And Ramon, as always, I'll just add what your total tonight is to what the PayPal already says. So you can just cover it all tomorrow. $1 million. All right, we are going to move on. If anybody decides they want that, let me know. Next up, we got a couple of silver bars. We got two of these available. They have the Morgan dollar design on them. And these are going for $22 each. Bring this back down now that we're on to individuals. Light. Focus. There we go. So we got the Morgan bust. One troy ounce fine silver. Over $22 each. There's all my silver folks out there. It's silver right now. Silver is still fluctuating around. So now 17.11 right now. Last call on these. All right, we are moving on. All right, next up, kind of a neat item. It's a Circus Grand Slam Canyon Casino token. It's a $10 gaming token. And that center core with the dino on it is 0.999 silver. These are always cool. There you go, 0.999 fine silver. And this one we're looking for $15. Can't hidden. Today's a consignment sale. All prices are set. Looking for 15 bucks. Anyone? Oh, it's all good, man. Last call on this one. Nobody wants the solid silver T-Rex? Raw. Alright, moving on. If you decide you want that, let me know. Right, next up, we got 2 of these available. As I figure out where I put them. Ah, there they are. Alright, these are the 2018 Australian Kookaburras. And these are going for 25 bucks each. Again, there's 2 available. That's your Perth mint mark going on. Quite possibly the best mint out there is the Perth mint. So that is the first one. And here is the second one. $25 each, anyone? Very cool bird, the Kookaburra bird. Last call on these. $25 each. Alright, we're moving on. If anybody decides you want those, let me know. Next up, We got some Canadian maple leaves. Which are in backwards order, because why wouldn't they be? Alright, starting off with the 1989. So an older issue date. Looking for 25 bucks. Oh yeah, they are. Just like the, those are the 80s Silver Eagles, these things can go for upwards of 35, 40 bucks each on eBay on a regular basis. Last call on this one, $25. Alright, moving on. Next one we have two of these available. These are the 2009s. Show them to you out of the holders. These are 22 bucks each. Those have a bit of that milkiness that some of the maple leaves were known for having. And some of the years, there were not any of them that didn't have that milkiness to them. For 22 bucks each, anyone? We're going to go last call on these. Yeah, I personally like the maple leaves. I think they're nice coins. on. Next up is the 2015 from the Birds of Prey series of Canada. It's the Great Horned Owl. And this one's going for $25. Yeah, this one's very neat. These Birds of Prey series coins usually come with a premium of about $40 to $45. Because there were not a whole heck of a lot of them made. So for anybody trying to get the full set, getting one for $25 is not a bad price at all. Last call on this one. All right, moving on. And the last item, there were supposed to be 2 of these on the list. But for some reason, I only put 1, so whatever. There's actually 2 of these available. These are the 2019, the current year, Canadian Maple Leafs. Two available, $25 each. These have that new little security feature on them. That also has the date in that tiny little maple leaf. Show you that on the scope real quick. So that's the new security maple leaf feature. And if you zoom in on it, focus. It's got the 1-9 hiding in there. And then, of course, there's also some micro etching stuff in there and all that kind of thing for security purposes. And that's the kind of thing they're going to do to the Silver Eagles next year. Just add some more security stuff to them. Last call. This chair is very uncomfy today. Man, you guys are a tough crowd tonight. All right, moving on. Get these all put up real quick. All right, now we're getting into the Uber items, guys. The next 5 items are Uber items. Starting off with, wrong one, backwards. Here we go. An 1878 Carson City Morgan dollar and very fine. This one we're looking for 115 bucks. Pointer out of the way. Looking for $115. Anyone? $1878 Carson City. Last call. All right, moving on. Next up is the 1891 Carson City in AU. This one's going for $175. Looking for $175. Anyone? Last call. moving on. Next up is the 1892 Carson City in very fine. And this one we're looking for $240. These you're getting into the big dates for the Morgan series. Last call on this one. All right, moving on. Next up, 1893 Carson City in fine. This is one of the big dates of this series. As you can see there, even in a fine, this one is running $300. This is one of the big key dates right here of this series. Any takers? All right, we're going to move on to the last of the Morgans for tonight. This is the 1899 plain date. Another key date for the series. And this one is in extremely fine. We're looking for $140. Heck yeah, this thing is looking nice. For for 140 bucks. Anyone? Last call. Close enough. All right, moving on. All right, next up, this is the Trade Tower commemorative dollar. 0.999 silver. Proof. And it's got the Freedom Tower on there. Looking for $25. No, it's never been confirmed, but supposedly these were minted. All of these dollars were minted from silver that was found in a vault underneath the ruins of the World Trade Center towers. Again, it's never been fully confirmed, but that is the word out there on these, is that's the silver that was used to mint these. But I like it that it's got the the trade towers on one side, and then the Freedom Tower on the other. $25, anyone? This is cheaper than when they came out. When these things were released, they were 35 bucks. Yeah. And a lot of, as you can see, the separation there. Like if you look at that dot, now it's separating. That scuff's on the airtight. It's not on the coin. Last call. After this one, I'm going to be stepping away for a moment because I need to use the restroom. Yeah, definitely. Other than a slab, it's pretty much the best way to go for flat out protection. All right, we are moving on, and I'm stepping away for a moment. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, next item up. We got 5 of these available. All brilliant uncirculated. These are the West Point Mint Lowell quarters. $18 each. You hear the coffee maker or the aquarium? The fish baby has never happened. We had one that we were sure was pregnant, and nothing ever came of it. So do I think you get it 66? I don't know. I'd have to look at them a lot closer. All right, last call on these. Okay. All right, moving on. Man, you guys are a hard crowd tonight. No love for anything. All right. Next up, we've also got 5 of these available. Also brilliant uncirculated. These are the American Memorial Park West Point quarters. Again, $18 each. Any interest on these? There you go. Now you can see it a little better. Well, we don't have any of those two right now, but I will set 2 of these aside for you. Keep in mind, Jonathan, though, this is a consignment sale, so you would need to pay for these within the next few days. These aren't something that we'd be able to hold for a month. Okay. So you're grabbing 1 of each. Put that on here real quick. Oops. All right. Anybody else interested? Pick out the best ones. I will do my best. All right. We're going to move on. All right. Next up, we got a full war nickel set. We've got these at about a fine to very fine. And this one we're looking for 20 bucks. Any takers on this one? Full war nickel set. 35% silver each. Looking for 20 bucks. You've got just over $11 in melt value alone on these. And these have not been searched for any of the RPMs or anything like that. The last call on this. It's a great price for these guys. It's less than $2 per coin. All right, we're going to move on. I think we're starting to wonder how many actual coin people we got here tonight. Missing out on some great deals. All right, so this one's just a weird little thing. Throwing it out there for $2. It's a 1908 Indian head. It's in a Fisher Leather Goods token. Got a cool horseshoe design. 4-leaf clover at the bottom. Yeah, this thing's pretty neat. $2. We can get a little better view of it. There we go. Now you can see it. Haha. Now you can see the actual outer part. Fisher's Umbrellas and Leather Goods. 25 Exchange Place, Waterbury, Connecticut. No idea if these guys are even still around. Keep me and never go broke. I bring good luck. Horseshoe and a 4-leaf clover. Last call, $2. It did, Bill. We put all of the tracking numbers in PayPal. So if you go check your PayPal, it'll have the tracking number. Ah, gotcha. Well, anything, if you get anything tonight, the packages will carry over to Monday. So if you end up picking up anything on Monday, you'll already be covered on shipping. All right, this one's going to Bill. Congrats, Bill. All right, next item, we've got 5 of these available. Yep, we always, anything for Thursday, we always hold over until the next. Because we can only get to the post office on either Tuesday or Wednesday. So we got 5 of these available. These are all BUs. These have edge lettering, by the way. These are edge lettered. But these are 1957 1 pesos from Mexico. 10% silver. So you got about, if you had like a nickel made out of solid silver, that's about how much silver weight's in this. And these are going $4 each. And again, we do have 5 available. These are about the size of a $50. Anybody interested? $4 a piece. Last call on these. All right, we're going to move on. Put the rubber band. I'll be losing stuff. Oh well, figure it out later. All right, next up, something kind of cool. Sure. So this is in the original envelope, which they didn't mark anything on their envelopes. Comes with the certificate from the Royal Mint. And this is the 1965 proof-like set from Canada. Every coin in here is well, not every coin, but the $50, the quarter, and the dime are all 80% silver. Or the, okay, sorry. The dollar, there we go. The $50, the dime, and the quarter are all 80% silver. The nickel is solid nickel. And then the penny is, of course, the bronze. There's more than an ounce of silver in this set. We're looking for 30 bucks. And let's see, this one for the dollar, it is the small beads. And the blunt 5. So for anybody who didn't know, for the 1965 Canadian dollars, there was 4 different versions of it. There was the blunt 5 and the pointed 5, and both of them came in large bead and small bead. These things are gorgeous. The camera is not doing justice on these coins. These things are beautiful. There's a lot of silver in this set. Again, over an ounce of silver in here. You got your quarter, your dime, your $50, and your dollar are all 80% silver. Last call on this one. 30 bucks. All right, moving on. All right, next up, there's only 20,000 of these ever made. So this is a rarity. This is the 2005 Alberta Centennial commemorative dollar, or commemorative $5 from Canada. 0.999 silver. Beautiful deep cameo proof. 30 bucks, or 35 bucks. Again, only 20,000 of these ever made. That means across the entire globe, only 20,000 coin collectors will ever have this coin. I don't have one. And I'm a big, words. I'm a big collector of Canadian coins. And I don't have one of these. Last call on this one. All right, moving on. Next up, we got Canadian silver dollars. Starting with 1957. These are all 80% silver. This one we're looking for 18 bucks. Last call on this one, $18. 1957 silver dollar. Beautiful condition. All right, moving on. Next up is the 1958. Looking for 18 bucks. This is the one that's got the death idol on it. It's the death totem. Interesting thing to put on your coin, but hey, why not? Looking for 18 bucks, anyone? Last call. All right, moving on. Next up, we have two of these available. These are the 1961, 18 bucks each. Here's the first one. Here's the second one. Last call on these. All right, moving on. Next up, we got a 1962. Oop, hang on. On the momento. Okay. Found it. My stuff got out of order a little bit. Here we go. 1962, looking for 18 bucks. It's got some dark toning starting. I have never seen that, no. I've never been a big Jimmy Kimmel fan. All right, last call on this one. All right, we're going to move on. All right, I'm going to speed this up a little bit just to make it easier. Because these are all 18 bucks a piece anyway. So we've also got 1963. 1964. That's the Quebec coin. 1966. We have two of those. And then the 67 Centennial. All 18 bucks a piece. Is anybody interested in any of these dates? Anybody? Anybody? All right. Well, you're going to move on to the final two coins of the night, which we have two available of. All right, these are another kind of rarity. There was only 200,000 of these made. These are .999 silver reverse proofs. 20 bucks each. $2012 Polar Bear. $20 coin. So you're basically getting these as the American equivalent of face value. And the conversion rate on these would be, what, 15 bucks each, face value? If you just did the conversion. Any takers on these? Oh, same here. You know, there's a lot of stuff that you guys never see that we get, you know, especially in the foreign coins. You know, because we do, as we're going through labeling stuff and everything, you know, if we come across something that says, oh, there was only, you know what, 5,000 of these minted, we always make sure that we keep the first ones we ever get. So anytime that we're selling you guys the foreign coins that have the really low mintage, with some exceptions, like these, you know, we don't have one of these in our collection, but with some exceptions, we've already got it in our collection if we're selling you one. Especially if it's under 1,000 mintage, we always keep those. Because, you know, like, what are the odds we're going to find another one when it's from some obscure country? Last call. 20 bucks each. Alrighty. Is there anything that anybody wanted to see again or anything that you missed for those of you that have the list? Again, if you're not on the list and you'd like to be on the list, shoot me an email at cheapskatecoins@gmail.com and just let me know that you would like to be on the list. And we will put you on the mailing list. That will get you the lot lists a day or two before every show. So you'll have a chance to study the list, check your collection, see what you need, all that kind of thing. See if you can cherry pick us. All right, well, everybody, thanks for coming out then. Cindy, thank you for modding as always. Remember, 1 week from tonight is the big slab sale. So come and check that out. And then we'll be back on Monday with our show, as always. And for anybody who's not aware yet, the time that we started today, which was 4 o'clock Arizona time, that's our standard starting time nowadays. So I'm going to get out of here and start getting to work on getting invoices out. Thank you for hanging out. Have a good night, all my lurkers out there.